K, request by the Belfast Bible Church for approval of a new facility use request for use of Steamboat Landing Park on Saturdays, July 26 and September 13, 2025.
In your packet was their facility use application, which did describe their activities. This is a 2-hour use of Steamboat Landing Park, but it does require something that we did not talk about over the phone, which was part of their introduction to the community for this new church was also a service in the park. And so I was looking for recommendations from council for that, because that is a new experience for me here in the area.
Okay, thank you. Paul?
I didn't speak up a couple of points ago on the agenda, but this one I wanted to. My main concern with this particular agenda item is separation of church and state. And that's the way I feel about it, deep down. I understand what Neil was talking about, having, some sort of a policy for things like this, but at this time, we don't have a policy. And I'm just uncomfortable with moving forward on this. Thank you.
All right, Neil?
Thank you, and I think the church and state issue is important, very much so, and I think that, but beyond that, even if you take that out, we have a lot of religious groups in this town. We have a lot of churches, despite what some people seem to think. We don't allow churches in this town. If you read the Bangor Daily News, you might think we don't allow them. Why doesn't Little River Baptist decide they want to have a church service the next week? And the Methodists a week after that, and the Lutherans a week after that. I think we open the door to religious services in the park. It's going to be, I think we have to just politely say, we don't want to set the precedent, because there's going to be someone who wants to do something every week.
Right.
And so, and the other thing is too, is that when they say a service, I think they cross a line from if they were just going to have a music presentation or a meet and greet. I think if all they want to do is have them get to know us, because I understand they're new to town, if they were to have a picnic with music playing and a meet to greet, that'd be different. But when you say a service, as I said, you're opening the door that it becomes a facility for religious services.
There is some history I read today that we had, the city had this issue several years ago.
Sunrise Easter service.
Yes, but there was a church that was conducting some regular services, and that needed to come to an end. This was probably 10 or 15 years ago. I just happened to see that history today. But we do have other churches who have utilized facilities, but they're not doing service. They are doing a picnic, and they're having an event like that.
That's like any other group.
We have folks closing streets and doing strawberry festivals. So we have churches doing events, but the service is what concerned me as well. And that was not in our initial discussion, but on the facility use form when it came into me. So I could go back and ask them to remove that piece and still
We
table.
don't have a motion at this point, so I don't see one. So, Paul?
And I was going to add what you said, Pam, was, we on the consent agenda tonight, we agreed to, there was a strawberry festival where you close the street next to the church that's doing it. Totally understandable, and it's, they're not going out into the public, not going to be engaging the public on the way by or on the trail. So, there's a lot of things that make me pause. So I'm not going to put out an agenda, a motion on this. That's a good point.
So I'm going to move on.
Yeah.